Hey guys and girls, so today BIDMAS, BODMAS, BODMAS, BEDMAS, PIDMAS, BODMAS, oh my god, too many of them. Why mathematics are you doing this to our poor students? Watch the video. Alright, so you see that there's a bunch of acronyms here, and this is all for order of operations, you guys. So it's about who goes first. When you do an operation in math, there's an order to things. You don't just do things randomly, so you need to know in which order you do things. Typically speaking, we'll put the bracket first, and then we'll put the powers next, and then we'll do division, and then we'll do multiplication, and then we'll do addition and subtraction. Now, brackets are also called parentheses, which is why you've got a bunch of those starting with B, BIDMAS, BIDMAS, BODMAS, and a bunch of them starting with P, PEDMAS, BIDMAS, BODMAS. So whether you're in the UK system or the US system, or perhaps your school just believes that it's better to use a certain curriculum and that curriculum uses one of these, it's totally fine. You know, just use whatever makes you happy and whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you understand is the most important. So if you prefer calling those rounded things outside of expressions brackets, then do that. If you rather call them parentheses, that's okay. What's important is that whatever happens inside the bracket goes first. Next happens, the next thing you need to do is exponents. So exponents are what we call powers. So if something is like squared or cubed or to the power 4, to the power 5, that takes priority over pretty much everything except for brackets. So if there's a bracket, you'll do that first. But we call exponents indices. We also call them the order of something. So exponents, indices, and order are all the same thing. And then all of these are the same after that. Division first, then multiplication next, then addition, then subtraction. Now, division, multiplication, you know, they're pretty much one and the same, so you can do them in any order. Addition and subtraction, pretty much one and the same as well, so you can also do those in any order. It doesn't really matter if you do, like, you know, 5 minus 3 or minus 3 plus 5, or it's pretty much the same result. So, but just make sure that in order, you do the brackets, then you do the powers, then you do times or divide, and then you do adding and subtracting next. The thing that I see a lot of kids making mistakes with is doing addition and subtraction before you do division or multiplication. So make sure that you don't do that. A lot of the errors are found there. So make sure that it's always division, multiplication before addition, subtraction. So I hope this was useful to unconfuse you with all of this language, which is, in the end, all one and the same. So you might say, oh, mathematics, why are you doing this to my brain? But just don't worry about it. Pick the one that you like, use it, and be happy about it, okay? BIDMAS is fine, BIDMAS is fine, PODMAS, PEDMAS, whatever you feel like. Thank you so much for watching, and I encourage you to do the worksheet related to this, which is about order of operations. Actually, there'll be quite a few. So just make sure you do some of that work so that you actually know how to put this in practice. But this is just the idea, and it's good to introduce that to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.